Thanks for joining us for a Library Learning Lab. Each video will focus on a different subject. Our subject today is kitchen chemistry.
Hi, I'm Miss Sarah.
And I'm Miss McGrace.
And we have a science demonstration for you with kitchen chemistry. Alright, so what we have here is we have 4 types of soda. And then we have some water. We also have Pop Rocks.
We're going to be seeing what happens if we add Pop Rocks to these different kinds of liquids.
A hypothesis is an educated guess, or a guess based on information that you already know.
What do you think is going to happen? We should find out.
So the first thing that we have to do to prepare this demonstration is to add our Pop Rocks into a balloon. We already have some of these done, but we're going to show you how to do it yourself. Here is a funnel, and this will make sure that we can get all of these Pop Rocks into this little balloon without making a mess.
Now before this, we did some experimenting to try to figure out the right amount of Pop Rocks to liquid. And so this is what we figured out. This amount of soda to this amount of Pop Rocks. We were using 2 packs. But you can experiment at home to figure out what's going to work for you. Make sure to ask for a parent for their help. And we're going to pour those in. And they'll go right down into the balloon. If you need, you can tap the side a little bit to help it down in there.
And then you can just roll your balloon right off, and you've got your Pop Rocks inside.
To test the reaction, we'll carefully cover the entire opening of the bottle with the balloon. Once it's secured, and no air can come in or out, just tip the Pop Rocks in and watch what happens. Scientists make lots of observations. Observations are pieces of information that you can gather with your senses. What does something sound like? What does it look like? What does it smell like or taste like? Or what does it feel like? Those are observations. What kind of observations can you make about this reaction?
Let's compare 4 different types of soda to see how they react. You may notice the balloon on our cola bottle has a hole in it.
Was this the reaction that you expected from all of these different liquids? Did it match your hypothesis?
Which one do you think had the biggest reaction?
What kinds of things could you change with this process to test something different? Would you change the liquids? Change the amounts of different things you're using?
If you try this at home, let us know how it turned out in the comments below.
So what made that demonstration work? First, we need to understand what soda and Pop Rocks have in common, and that is small bubbles of gas called carbon dioxide, or CO2. In the soda, it makes it fizzy, and in the Pop Rocks, it makes them pop. When these 2 things are combined together, the Pop Rocks candy starts to dissolve, releasing the bubbles of CO2 gas. This mixes with the gas that's already in the carbonated beverage and rises up to the top of the liquid. It fills up the bottle with as much pressure as it can and then escapes up into the balloon, expanding it bigger and bigger as it fills with these new bubbles of gas.
What's up, everybody? I'm Miss Chloe.
And I'm Miss Haley.
And today we're going to do a demonstration of elephant toothpaste. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need dish soap, yeast, food coloring, hydrogen peroxide, preferably 6% through 8%. You can use the generic brand that you can buy at this grocery store, but it won't have the same effect. Warm water, some measuring utensils, a container, and an easy cleanup area, and a funnel. All right, are you ready to do this?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
In a separate container, mix together 2 tablespoons of water and 1 teaspoon of yeast. You'll want to swirl this mixture for 1 minute. Next, you're going to pour half a cup of hydrogen peroxide and food coloring into the container or bottle. After pouring this mixture into the container, you're going to want to add a squirt of dish soap. Then, mix these together. Our very last step is going to be to pour the yeast mixture into the container and watch the reaction.
Well, that was super neat. So, if you guys do this at home, make sure you have a parent's help. And after analyzing and seeing what happened, was your hypothesis correct?
If you guys happen to try this at home, comment below and let us know how it turned out for you.
So you're probably wondering why this chemical reaction happened. Hydrogen peroxide breaks down into water and oxygen. Catalase, an enzyme in all living things, including yeast, speeds up this reaction. The dish soap grabs on to the oxygen molecules and creates large bubbles. The food coloring, well, that's just to make it kind of look cool.
Now we have an extra special bonus activity that you can try at home.
You're going to need a cup, doesn't matter if it's plastic or paper, some baking soda, white vinegar. You're also going to need some measure utensils. You're also going to need clay, Model Magic, or Play-Doh. Also, you're going to need some food coloring. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take your clay or Play-Doh and you're going to wrap it around your cup. We're going to try to make a volcano. All right, here's my volcano that I made for you guys. Ta-da! So I'm going to take a half a cup and I'm going to fill that with baking soda. Now you're going to pour the baking soda inside your volcano. All right, now you're going to take the measuring cup and fill it with white vinegar. Now here's where your food coloring comes into play. You can use whatever color you want. I decided to go with red. I wanted a really vibrant red color, so I went with about 10 drops. And if you mix it in a little bit, it helps. For this part, you're definitely going to need a little help, so a funnel is always the best. And ta-da! What a cool chemical reaction! What happened? When the two compounds are mixed, something new is formed. The mixture quickly foams up with carbon dioxide gas, creating a foamy, bubbly reaction, giving us our volcanic eruption.